Hi, my name is Shan and welcome back to the chaos that is Shani and books. If I look incredibly tired, it is because I am. I haven't uploaded in a while because Kian and I got incredibly sick and yeah, so we weren't feeling great. Haven't had motivation to film or read or just do any general life things, but I figured I would do an August TBR. I might be in the minority here because I feel like a lot of people say they're mood readers, but I actually like having a TBR and I like having a structure to follow for my reading for the month. So I wanted to make one for August. And also it has been a full year since I started doing my TBR game. I don't have 12 because I didn't do it every single month because, you know, reading slump, life slump, it happens. But yeah, August last year I think was my first month that I did it. So I'm going to, of course, do it in the 1 year anniversary. So I'll leave the playlist linked below, but pretty much it's a very simple TBR game. It is 10 pin bowling chooses my TBR. I just select 10 random prompts, stick them on the 10 pins, roll the ball, whatever I knock down, I have to find a book to match those prompts. And since I've moved house, I lost the little slips of paper that I had the prompts written on. So I had to go back to the old way and I'll insert the screen recording. I had a list on my phone, put it into a random list generator and then chose the first 10, assigned them to pins. I'll insert it on the screen because I've already done it. And then, yeah, so I chose the 10 prompts, assigned them to pins, and then I did the bowling and here's what I knocked down. Okay, you can throw it. You can throw it. Wait.
No.
No. Yeah, wait. Oh. Okay. Throw it. Oh, okay. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Wait, it's my turn now. So yes, as you can see, I knocked down 5 pins, which means I had to choose 5 books to match those. Before I get into those books, we will go over other things that are happening throughout August. So as always, the Buzzwordathon, which happens every month throughout the year, there is a word or a group of words and you have to read a book with that word in the title. It's run by Books and Lala. You probably already know what it is. So for August, it is items. So like hat, shoe, chair. I'm just taking it as being nouns, I guess. And we're a couple of days into August, so I've already started my book for this. And for this one, I'm reading The Land Before Avocado, and avocado is going to be my noun item. I think that counts. I don't really know. But yeah, this is a non-fiction book, which is basically about Australia in the 60s and 70s. I'm only like 100 pages in, but it's not really that long. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. Because I guess like he grew up in the 60s and 70s and he's kind of saying like people from his generation mostly kind of look back on that time fondly and think society now is like ruined because of like social media and blah, blah, blah. And people look at this time fondly, but I guess he's going back over it and saying like, was it actually better then or not? And yeah, so far we have visited some interesting chapters. One all about women and obviously the rights back then compared to now. There was a whole section about a women's role in the marriage and just in society in general, and the fact that they couldn't open their own bank account without their husband and they couldn't get a home loan. And he was saying when he married his wife, she had a lot of savings and he had virtually none. And yeah, when they applied for the home loan, when they realized that she was a woman, they were like, oh, no, we can't give you the home loan. Because they were like, well, once you have a house, you're going to have a baby and then you won't be working anymore. So we can't give you a loan, even though she had shown she was good with money and she had a good job and stuff. So yeah, it's interesting comparing to now. But yeah, that is my book for Buzzwordathon. And also another non-fiction for me. The other thing that is happening in August is the beginning of the Twilight read-along, which I was really excited to see this get announced because I think it was mentioned like in a live show once, like in Reading Sprints I saw them mention it. So I'm excited that it's happening now. I'll leave the announcements below. There's a lot of hosts, but I saw it posted by Sarah Shelves and Cami from Burrows and Books, and I'm super excited to reread Twilight because it's been about a decade, I think. I would have first read this in high school, so like in maybe like 2007, 2008. which is crazy that in 2007 and 2008 I was in high school. And I think I probably last reread it, I feel like it was around 2012. So I think I might have been about 10 years. I think I've only reread it once, maybe twice. But I'm very, very excited to get back into this. And the other thing is the Full Moon Readathon, which is run by Jan from Jan Agaton. I'll leave her announcement below. I usually participate in her book club each month if I can get my hands on the book. And this month she's doing a whole readathon with a bunch of prompts, and I'll go over that in a moment. Kian. Her book club book is The Cosmology of Monsters, which I don't have, but I think I can get the ebook, so maybe I'll participate in that. So let's just get into the actual books now that I'm picking. So as you saw from, well, maybe as you didn't see, depending on how I went with inserting my footage, I have 5 books from my 10-pin bowling pins. So the first one, a book with a plant on the cover. I'm going to read It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover because this is a flower. And it's on the cover. This one I've had on my shelf for a very, very long time, maybe since like 2018, and I have not picked it up. I've read Colleen Hoover before and I didn't love it, but this is obviously a very hyped book now that TikTok has happened. I had meant to do a reading vlog of this a while ago. I thought of an idea, but I think I'm going to try and do it this month. So I will have probably a reading vlog just on this if it works out. But yeah, I'm nervous because this is obviously a very popular book and a very popular author. And I think it's sad. But, you know, I love a good cry in a book. So there's that one. The next prompt was non-fiction. So for this one, I'm going to use The Land Before Avocado, which I already spoke about. So that worked out well that I could fit it in there. And the next prompt was an Aussie author, which The Land Before Avocado is an Australian author, but obviously I've already used that one. So instead, I'm going with Taboo by Kim Scott. I only just recently got this one, and is the cover like just so cool to anyone else? Like how they spell out the name. But this has won a lot of awards, and I trust these Australian awards because a few of the books that I've read that have been winners or nominated were amazing, so I trust them. And it's got so many. Twice winner of the Miles Franklin Literary Award, Prime Minister's Literary Award, Victorian Premier's Literary Award, New South Wales Premier Award, Queensland, and a finalist for Colin Roderick. It's won a lot of awards, so I honestly don't even know what it's about, but it does say it's going to leave its reader shaken, troubled, and deepened. So the next prompt was a book that starts with an S. And honestly, I struggled with this. I have some books that start with S, but I didn't feel like reading any of them. However, then I figured out, I could read Saga, which I only just recently got these hardcover bind-ups for my birthday, which I will do a birthday haul eventually. But yeah, I have read, I think, the first 2 volumes. I can see them up there. I started collecting them in like the volume, like the little paperback ones. And this is, I think, a bind-up of the first 3. But I have 3 of these hardcover. They're down there. I don't want to pick them up because they're heavy. I have 3 of these hardcover ones, so I have everything that's been published up until now because I think they took a break and they're about to do the next volume. So I'm going to reread what I have read and then continue on. And obviously Saga starts with S. And if you didn't know, this is a super popular graphic novel about these aliens. And I'm excited to see what happens. And then the last one for my 10 pins was Somewhere I Want to Visit, which again, this was kind of tricky, but I'm going to go with Delilah Green Doesn't Care by Ashley Herring Blake. This one I am buddy reading this month with Sasha from Sash Reads, so I'll leave her channel linked below. She also got me this book for my birthday, so thank you, Sasha. Again, I'll do a birthday book haul eventually. I think this is set maybe in a small town. The back says, Delilah Green swore she would never go back to Bright Falls. Nothing is there for her but memories of a lonely childhood. Her life now is in New York with her photography career, and while I don't know where Bright Falls is, which is where I assume it's set, it mentioned New York, which that's somewhere I would like to visit. Probably never gonna because of the world at the moment, but I'm counting this for New York, even though I don't think it's set there, but it's mentioned on the back, so I'm counting it. And this is a female romance book that is very popular at the moment, and I'm excited to read it. So that's my 10 pin plans. I will insert the graphic for the full moon readathon because there's a bunch of prompts. And like I said, I'll link Jan's video so you can understand the rules, but there are book prompts and then life prompts to go with each section. I can't explain anything, just whatever. I'm not really sure for the which one if I will complete it because the first one involves magic and set in autumn. I don't really have a lot of books that involve magic because I don't read that much fantasy, so we'll see how we go for that one. And also I don't know which books are set in autumn, so I might leave that one to last. For the bat prompt, it's black on the cover and then a dark academia or vampire book. So obviously I'm already planning to read Twilight this month, which that fits both. Obviously it's black and it's about vampires. Originally for Dark Academia, I was thinking The Maidens because I think this is Dark Academia, but I don't think I'll have time to read this during the month. So we'll just see what sort of mood I'm in, whether or not I can fit this in. But this is also black, so. And then a spooky book and a book by a dead author are for the ghost prompt. And for a dead author, I really didn't have many options. But then I remembered that I had this book that I started literally years ago, so I'll have to restart it. But it is His Hideous Heart, which is edited by Dahlia Adler. And there's a bunch of authors that contributed to this, but it is short stories that are retellings of Edgar Allan Poe's stories. And the back of the book, wait, where does it start? And then the back of the book has the actual original ones written by Edgar Allan Poe. So yeah, I had 2 bookmarks because I was like reading the retelling and then reading the original. So I think I'm going to count this one for that because it does have Edgar Allan Poe's like books in it and he is no longer alive. So, and it's also spooky and it's also black. So this one can count for a lot, but I'm going to use it for, I think, the 2 ghost prompts because I'm pretty sure you can double up. And then for the wolf one, we have Animal in the cover and Got as a Gift. So like I said, Sasha gave me this one. So if I read this during the week, this one could count. But then I was looking at my shelves thinking, what do I have? Obviously, I just had my birthday, so I do have a few gifts. Saga was a gift, so that could count if I read that during the week. But then I saw this, which has animals on the cover, and I got it as a gift from my mum. And I always forget that I haven't read it because I've obviously read the original Alice in Wonderland. And I love Alice in Wonderland, which is why she saw it one day and picked it up for my birthday. I think this was for my birthday last year or the year before even, and I still just have it sitting there. But yeah, I always forget that I haven't read it. So this has an animal on the cover and I got it as a gift. Plus it's a graphic novel, so it's short, which is good for a readathon. Another one that I got as a gift that I haven't even read yet is A Monster Calls. And this could also fit a bunch of other prompts. Maybe like a black on the cover, spooky book. I don't know. Also, I think this is sad. I don't know. We'll just see what I feel like during the week of the readathon. I might vlog it depending on how I feel, and then I'll tell you what books are actually on my TBR. But for now I just have options and then I'll just pick and choose based on what I feel like. So that is going to be my August TBR. Some set in stone books and some maybe options. Sorry if this video was a wreck and I feel so tired. I'm probably going to need to go and nap. I don't know when this video is getting uploaded, but I do have other videos filmed. I have my Summerween vlog, which I don't even know whenever I'll upload that and edit it, but just my life motivation right now isn't high and I still feel sick. So I'm gonna go. Thank you so much if you happened to make it to the end of this video. If there is an apple emoji, leave an apple because of the Twilight cover. And hopefully I'll be able to put my booktube video plans into fruition in the next month, because I have a lot of plans. But yeah, bye.